Adrian Crisp? Garden ornaments? Said Mrs. Bird. What on earth is that bear up to now? I found this under his bed this morning. Looks as if it's been torn out of a magazine. Perhaps it's to do with the new patio Mr. Gruber's been building, replied Mrs. Brown. He said something about wanting to buy a finishing touch for it when he came in last night. If Paddington's got anything to do with it, finishing touch could be the right description. Mrs. Bird held strong views about Paddington's goings-on, but luckily for her peace of mind, his present ones were taking place quite a long way from home. Paddington had a determined look in his eye, one which had been there ever since his friend, Mr. Gruber, had shown him his new patio. Over the years, Mr. Gruber had been very kind, and it seemed a good chance to try and repay him. Looking round Mr. Crisp's emporium, Paddington decided there were some very good finishing touches indeed. One in particular caught his eye. "Excuse me, Mr. Crisp," he announced. "I'd like to buy one of those lions, if I may." "A lion? Oh, my goodness, how nice. That'll be £200. £200 for a lion? But it's made of stone. You could get a real one for that." "I dare say, but these lions happen to have come from a stately home. They are simply steeped in history." Paddington took a closer look at one of the lions. It certainly appeared to have been steeped in something, but he was much too polite to say so. "How much were you thinking of paying?" asked Mr. Crisp. "I was thinking of 10p," said Paddington. 10p? Don't strain your resources, will you? I suppose I might be able to find you one or two old bricks. Or you could have that ball you're sitting on." Paddington considered the matter for a moment. "What is it?" he asked. "For 10p, said Mr. Crisp. "You don't ask questions like that. And I'm afraid you'll have to arrange your own transport." "That's all right, Mr. Crisp. I've brought a bag. I expect I can manage. It will..." That was Mrs. Bird's best carrier bag. Oh my. I'll see if I can find you some brown paper. There's a bus stop just outside. If you hurry, you may just catch one. Oh, dear. "Fancy you going to all that trouble just for me," said Mr. Gruber. "I wish I'd seen the expression on the conductor's face." "I wish I hadn't," said Paddington. "I had to carry it in the end, and I think I may have strained my resources. I don't suppose there are many bears who've taken a boulder on a London bus, Mr. Brown, let alone an early Roman cocoa stand." "An early Roman cocoa stand?" exclaimed Paddington. "Well, perhaps not Roman exactly, but it's certainly very old. And not even Julius Caesar himself could have had a nicer finishing touch for his patio. Or one that makes his 11s taste better."